Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change.
Please help me, Facebook.
I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you would shut the fuck up real bad.
The girl put a wig on, dressed up like my mother, and seduced my father while he was drunk.
And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you
And there's a hurricane.
Crack your holder too.
Where? Is it in Kentucky?
Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
I've got $20 in my fucking name. Just trying to get by, man. I hate asking anybody for a damn thing. I'm stuck. I don't know what else to do. So I need some help. I ain't got nowhere else to go. I gotta do something. I think she's got to do this right here. Watch them first.
I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
You remember they said it's supposed to say official in the little seal, right? Obviously, they're idiots. It doesn't. It says official or official, right?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Jimbo, coming to you live from the stand. Kemper worked a little late again. The man's a hard-working SOB, I tell you that. He's going to join us if he can. He may crash out. I don't know. If he isn't able to join us tonight, y'all keep him in your prayers. He's working towards a goal, and he's working hard to do it. So yes, even us old men at the age of 50 and above can set a goal and work for it. And I've got my contacts in. Struggling a little bit to see. I got some readers over here, but I'm not sure they'll help me much. So good to see everybody. Mr. Scott, good to see you, buddy. Kim Louise, Markella, Pitbull, Mama's in the house. Yes. Tell hubby we said hello. We are praying for him. Not Watch. What's going on? Pink Bolo. Getting good at the openers. Thank you. Thank you very much. What is going on? Appalachian Tales of Terror. Good to see you again, buddy. Sure is, man. I saw where you thanked some people for subbing up. If you haven't subbed up to Appalachian Tales of Terror, he goes as far back knowing Ernie as I do. We met him around the same time. If he didn't know him earlier, he may have known Ernie before I did. But yeah, he's well versed in the art of Ernie's bullshit. And that's what he does. That's what he does. Yeah, I got you, bro. Hang on a second. This is only for Appalachian Trails of Terror, please. My son requested I make no-bake cookies, so I better get on that tonight. I look a little Amish with all this black beard dye in here, don't I? Even Ezekiel thinks that my mind is gone. Yeah. So I text Ernie today. I wish I had my phone with me. James has got it with him, but I text him. I wasn't trying to be too smug or rub it in like real bad, nothing, but I did let him know that you're in there, we're out here, and you're still full of shit. And he kept on with his LARPing, his faking, his "I'm gonna get you, sucker, you dirty mother." Text me back, said my friend Nicole broke the law. He's got screenshots. Dude, if every time you broke the law and it was recorded and screenshotted, you would never get out of jail. Ever. You little punk. Thank y'all for subbing up to my old friend. I will tell y'all, I wouldn't just get in the ring with anybody. Because of my injuries and when you get in the ring wrestling, you put your life in your opponent's hand. So I wouldn't just get in the ring with anybody. I never worked Ernie, never wrestled Ernie one time. No way I would trust him. But Appalachian Tales of Terror, I would get in the ring with that man anytime. Trusted him with my life many times. There's a few, there's probably about, even today, like, I feel like I could work a match. I mean, I probably couldn't do a whole lot of bumps and running and stuff, but I feel like I could still work a certain kind of match. I wouldn't, but I feel like I could. And even today, he's one of the guys I would get in there with. What's going on, Mr. Nobody? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you tonight. If anybody has texted me, James has my phone, so I haven't seen that, Skunk. Heels. Is it about wrestlers? I'll have to watch that. That's cool. Oh, yeah. Just out trolling, feeling a little spicy. Hey, somebody told me that Mr. Irrelevant is live. Is that so? Did you get that link, Appalachian? Or A-Top? Nightbot's always over there running her mouth. Running that jabber. Heels is awesome. I've seen them all. Love it. I'm watching Linus now. Oh, okay, cool. I can't hardly see shit. Sorry, guys. Let me see if this helps any. If it helps any, I'll just wear them. I don't care. Only reason I put my contacts on tonight was to dye my beard. I don't want to get on my glasses. Well, it helps a little bit. Do you want me to change your name? You fine? All right, brother. What's going on, buddy? Damn, you look like you lost weight too.
I have, dude. I guess at my highest weight, I got big, dude. 524 pounds, and I'm down to 240 now, and I had to have surgery just to lose that.
You were over 500 pounds, no kidding. Now, when we was working back in the early 2000s, you wasn't that heavy. You was about 280, 300, wasn't you?
I was about 325, 330, somewhere through there. I was kind of heavy.
Yeah, that's about what I was. 330, 350. My highest I ever got was 360. I weighed in at 158 a couple days ago.
Wow, you lost lot of weight too. I remember from back in the day when we was wrestling and stuff. You lost quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you've been around me ever since PCW went to Harlan the first time.
Yeah,
So we've known each other since 2001 or 2002, maybe 2001.
Yeah, about 2001.
Yeah. You and Roger came in the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't seen that old boy in a long, long time neither.
Me neither. I see Roger and Daniel out every once in a while and talk to them, but I usually see Mike quite a bit. If not, I talk to him on Facebook and stuff. So
is Daniel back in Harlan?
I don't know if he's living here, but I know he's like a EMT or a paramedic one and works in different counties.
So he probably he's at least there 2 days in a row. That's a good thing about them EMTs, man. They work 48 hours straight and they're off rest time if they want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought about doing that once, and then I went to the EMT classes. I was probably there for a month, and then it's only once a week. But the guy came in. He said, "I got good news. Next week we're going to have a cadaver work on." I said, "You mean a person?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "A dead person?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "I ain't touching no dead person." He said, "What are you going to do if you come up on a wreck and there's 5 dead people?" I said, "I'm out. I can't do this." I ain't touching no dead people.
Yeah, I was with the city fire department in Harlan for about 13 years. I was first responder. I was on the rescue squad for a while. I just been back and forth, man, since the wrestling days. And
did you ever move out of Harlan for
yeah, I moved out of Harlan for a little while. I moved over to Cleveland, Tennessee.
Oh, really?
Or I'm sorry, Cleveland, Virginia for a little while. I lived over there for about a year with my aunt and stuff. She was going through some medical problems and stuff and needed a caregiver. So I stayed over there with her for a while, and then my dad got sick, got kidney disease, and had to have dialysis and stuff. So I ended up moving back to Harlan. Yeah. Been here ever since.
Buddy, all right, what kind of surgery did you have to have?
It was a gastric sleeve, is what they call it. They
you got the sleeve?
80% of your stomach's gone, and you can only eat so much.
Yeah, well, I had lap band.
We've got a couple of family members that's had that done.
Yeah. Most of them recommend a sleeve nowadays if you're going to get a surgery done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, are you diabetic at all?
No.
So say, man, that's what's peeled the weight off me is Monjaro. I've been on that Monjaro for my diabetes, and I just don't. If I don't like set my alarm to remind me to eat, or if them don't say you hungry, I don't eat. I just ain't never hungry, never.
Well, one of the bad things with the surgery, they're having complications now. You have a nerve that's in your stomach that goes to your brain that tells you when you're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
My nerve was cut, and I sometimes I go like 4 days, dude, just fasting, not eating nothing.
I didn't even think water. Like you don't even think about it. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that could be good and it can be bad. It's easy to dehydrate and stuff that way too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, how long did you wrestle? Altogether?
About, I'm going to say, almost 10 years.
Yeah. Any major injuries from inside the ring?
Any what major injuries?
Major injuries inside the ring?
Concussions.
Oh,
but, we're talking, and just to clarify this with your audience, we're talking wrestling back when hardcore wrestling was still
at its top. You and Walbright, you and old Mikey used to do. I tell you what, buddy, that ain't for me.
Me and him, I'm telling you, Jimbo, we have about killed each other doing some of those matches.
Oh, were
I
you out
mean,
there the night Clark Bailey brought in his VCR? Said, here, y'all want to use this in a match? And Mike let somebody bust a VCR over his head?
yeah. Well, no, that was Tim Lightning and Scotty Adams and me. We were all in a wrestling hardcore match, and somebody just walked up to us and handed us that VCR, and it was Scotty that took it to the head, straight full on shot, destroyed that VCR, dude.
Yeah, I remember the VCR getting busted. I thought it was Wild Bright. Scotty came on YouTube for a while. Did you ever see that? You ever see him on here?
No, I ain't seen him on here.
Yeah, he came on. It's been maybe 2 years, bro. He came on and he tried to keep his identity, but you can hear him right away and know who it is. But he said he teamed right up with Ernie. Started talking about my wife. She slept with all the wrestlers and they passed her around the locker room. And I was like, I'll get my hands on you, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna beat you to death.
I will tell you something about Thelma. Thelma is one of the nicest women, caring, that you'll ever meet in your life, people. And I know I was around her and Jimbo for years. So for somebody just to attack someone's wife, you can't just stand there and think that nobody, the husband's not going to retaliate. I mean, kudos to you, man. I'm glad that you take up for, because that's a man's job, is to take up for his woman. But what got me started in with Skern, Mr. AKA Ernie, I was flipping through YouTube and come across your channel, and I seen some videos, and I seen Ernie Shell on the name on there, and I'm like, what in the world? So I started watching, and then I got some backtrack about what's been going on.
Yeah.
I'm not sure completely, because I don't keep up with Ernie or his crazy brother that's in prison for killing somebody.
Right.
But we knew, I even knew back then, dude, that there was something not right with that boy, just by the way he acted. He showed sociopath tendencies, along with being major bipolar, if not schizo.
Yeah. Well, he's been diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Well, see, that tells you right there. And the biggest liar I've ever met in my life, dude. Biggest liar I've ever met.
That is exactly what everybody who ever meets him says.
He is, man. And
if he's breathing, he's lying.
And I know the reason, he just wants people to like him and things like that, but that's no way of putting your name out there. Like you was talking about a couple nights ago, about how he come up and told everybody that he was an NWA champion and all this stuff. He wasn't no NWA champion.
You remember when were you out there? I know Overkill was out there. We were training him. And
and he was telling us all kinds of crazy stuff, man, that he was this and that. And
now, did you know him before that?
I knew him a little bit, but until he started coming around more to the shows and stuff is when I got to know him a little bit better. But I seen through his bullcrap and just had nothing else to do with him.
Did I ever put him in the ring with you?
No, I don't think you did.
Well, you're welcome.
I'm glad you didn't, because
he can't work, bro.
Man, I tell you, back then, I've been with some of them. It was so green, man. They was pooping green.
Yeah,
and you'd have to carry them through the match, tell them what to do the whole time, and ask them, for a finisher, and they didn't even know the finisher that they wanted to use.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in there with some crazy ones, and one of them that I was, in IPW, I wrestled Mad Hillbilly. He went by Mad Hillbilly, Bad Hillbilly. He was an older fella. I guess he was in his 50s.
He was old. Yeah. He looked really old.
Work lick.
No, he couldn't. He might be the worst I've ever seen, actually.
I mean, every match, man, I was having to carry him through every match. I mean, defense and offense, man. And I told Kenny and them, I said, do not put me in the ring with him no more. I said, if you do, it better be a hardcore match. And I said, I'm going to wrap a chair around his head.
He needed one wrapped around his head pretty good.
But what's your synopsis?
I kind of feel like somebody's doing him a favor by letting him be out there, you know?
Yeah. Well, it was, I know it was because of the fact that they liked him, but putting someone in the ring that does not know what they're doing with another wrestler, that they keep tatering somebody, stiffing somebody every time they turn around. I kicked him in the balls, kicked him right dead in the balls one night because he punched me right upside the head. I mean, full force. Didn't hold nothing back. I said that's your second shot. And that's all it took on that third one, man. I said, clothesline in the corner. When I set him up for the clothesline, I ran back to the other corner and I ran full force, drop kicked him straight in the balls, dude. He cussed me and rolled out of the ring. He went to the back and he was cussing at Kenny and them and saying I couldn't work. And I flat out told him, I said, oh man, you want to go out to the parking lot? Let's go. I said, you can't work for nothing.
You talking about Hillbilly, Mad Hillbilly?
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you. Now, I know we tried to train him, but I tell you, Scotty couldn't work either, man. Were you over there that night at Burning Springs? Like when it was a tag team match. I don't remember who they were working, but whoever was with him, like when they tagged him in, he couldn't get his leg over the second rope because pants didn't fit right. And when he tried to lay down and roll under the bottom rope, he was too fat and couldn't get under.
Yeah.
And had to work.
I beat Scotty, and I brought a dress. I don't know if you remember this or not. Got him in the match, me versus him.
Yeah.
And he went over and he had to wear the dress. He was so pissed off about that, man. It wasn't even funny. But that was kind of a rib on him, to be honest.
Yeah. Hey man, if you're in the wrestling game and you can't do something like that, you can't do it. You're in the wrong place. You can't.
Exactly.
I remember Buddy Landell one night told me he's like, if you worry about who's going over, then you're in wrestling for the wrong thing. He said, I put Moolah and a midget in a 30-minute span one night. I said, really? It was the Fabulous Moolah was like 60 or 70 when he put her over.
Some of my most favorite opponents when we were doing the thing and stuff was always females. I loved working a female. A lot of guys were like, man, I don't like wrestling women, man. I loved it. It was awesome. Most of them knew how to work.
Yeah.
And could roll with the punches real quick.
Yeah.
But I loved working women, man. It's some of the funnest matches I've ever had has been with females.
Really? That's cool, man. So, about Ernie, do you know he's contracted the HIV, the HIV?
Really?
He is HIV positive.
Man.
Yeah.
Since he's in jail now, have they got like medicine and stuff for him to take for all that stuff that's wrong with him?
Yeah. They'll like while he's in jail, they'll make sure he gets his meds. And that's how everybody found out about his HIV. He was with a woman, and when he left her house, she, went through his stuff, found a bottle of medicine called Biktarvy, Biktarvy, Biktarvy.
Yeah, that's what that's for.
She looked it up, and that's the only reason it's for. He's still denying it, saying it's got 2 ingredients that kills out 2 other medicines or something like that. Like he's just making up shit as he goes along, man. He's tiny little fucker too, tiny. He was down to 104 pounds.
Yeah, I've seen some videos of him. He looks, you know, I hate to say it, but he looks like he's knocking on death's door, man.
He does. He does look like that, and he's still doing evil shit. Like I don't get that, man. I don't understand why somebody, you know, if you know you're headed out of this world, either you don't believe in God or you're just ignorant. I mean, if he believes in God whatsoever, heaven or hell, you better straighten this shit up.
I don't know. You would think that he would learn from his brother, what his brother went through and things like that, and keep himself out of trouble.
A lot of people think he was with his brother that night.
It's a possibility, man. You really never know.
Yeah. There's been a lot of things come about since that trial. He's changed his alibi a couple times.
And you know, my sister-in-law was a witness.
Who's that?
In that trial. I don't know if I want to say.
Send me a private message.
All right.
You know how to use a private chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is this somebody married to your brother? Oh, he did the camper. He exited himself out. Until he gets back, just give you as much background as I can. I met this guy around the same time I met Ernie. Oh, here he is.
Sorry about that, brother. I hit the wrong button. I got fat finger syndrome, man.
Jimbo does that sometimes when you.
But yeah, I'll send you the name here in a little bit. But yeah, I don't want to like put her name out there and stuff.
Yeah, guarantee if you do, they'll be all over it. People are vultures here, man. It's nasty.
Yeah, because you know I'm like you. I'm one of them Harlan County boys. I don't play when it comes to my family and stuff. So
yeah, it's like all these fools online, you know, that ain't never even been to Kentucky, let alone Harlan County, sit and try to say that, you know, I've done this and done that, and but they've accused me of human trafficking and everything else.
That's crazy, man. Well, I mean, you have an established channel now. You're getting good views. You're bringing in viewers and stuff on each show. I have a podcast.
Is that what you're doing? Podcast?
Yes. I like to smile about it and think about it. I am a what you call cryptozoologist.
Cryptozoologist. Put one chat if you know what that is. Now tell me what it is.
Bigfoot, cryptids are like animals and coincidences and things like that. It's basically searching out the unknown.
I was one hair away from wearing my Bigfoot shirt tonight. I trolled Tina Simmerly with. I almost put it on tonight. I wore this one instead.
But yeah, I've been doing that, interviewing people that every person in the cryptozoology field, paranormal. I'm known to do conspiracies and stuff and ask the audience, you know, what they think about conspiracies that are out there and things like that. Now that the UAP and the UFOs and stuff have made mainstream media, there's going to be an influx of a lot of people that's going to come out and talk about that. Now, it's up to the audience if they want to believe the stories and things that they hear on my channel. But don't shoot the messenger. I'm just bringing you the interview so that you can hear their side of the story on things and get their perspective.
We've got people who are like conspiracy theorists, and there's others much broader. But what what they do, if you don't agree, well, they call you ignorant. Well, you're ignorant.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen them. Okay, well, nobody else has. No, your neighbor hasn't. But and I can't tell somebody what they've seen or not seen. But but what you got going on sounds like it's fun, where you tell these stories and recap them, and then you let people decide.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool, man. I'll have to check it out. Do you do live podcasting?
Yeah, quite a bit. I'm getting ready to get back on the regular schedule here soon, hopefully. And that way I can start out this coming year fresh.
Yeah.
I usually take the winter off and don't do much at all. Be doing some investigations and stuff. Hopefully in the summer, a couple hot spots that are well known throughout the community and stuff like that. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It puts me in positions where I can get to meet new people. I've even done a convention in Harlem for 2 years and done great with it.
You do that down soon?
Yeah. Hopefully I'm going to be able to try to do it again this year.
See, that's what Ernie was trying to do, but he ripped everybody off over there at the Horror Plex.
Yeah.
Dark Angel MGA said, I watched you before, so she's seen your channel.
Thank you, Dark Angel. I appreciate that. I mean, I've gained at least 20 people because of your channel. And dude, I appreciate that, man. It's
cool,
good.
man.
It's good to see you again. I'm glad we got to sit down and talk. Every time I talk to Mike, I'd always ask him if he'd ever heard from you or anything and stuff.
You need to get him on here. Let's have a round table, man. Talk about old days and tell some stories.
I've tried to get him to come on my channel so we could talk about nothing but wrestling and like what, compared to today's wrestling and things like that. But I can't never get him to like give me a definitive answer, get him on screen,
Yeah. Yeah, it would be great, man, to have him and maybe a couple other guys, Chester.
Yeah,
I message back with him every now and then, on Facebook.
Yeah, I talk to him every once in a while. I try to keep up with him at least ever so often and check on him and see how he's doing. He got that diabetes hit him hard, man, and he got sick there for a long time, and he's lost quite a bit of weight himself.
Yeah, that kid could have been, the Undertaker.
Yeah, if he would have stuck with it, man, if he was able to do it, there was a lot of stuff I told him. I said, man, you need to keep your finisher as a choke slam, man.
Absolutely.
Use it as a tribute to the Undertaker because it's his size and his ability and things like that. If he was able to stick with it, he would have done great.
Yeah, and he had the hair too, man.
Long hair. He was trying to read me one night and told me not to hit him with a chair because he didn't want his hair messed up.
Did he really?
Yeah. I said, you're crazy. I said, don't tell me that because you're going to get a chair.
I scheduled him and me to work out there at Hall School one night. And when I got in there, he was spraying something on his chest. I said, what in the hell is that? And he said, it's Tough Skin. You get it over there at the sporting goods at Walmart or Kmart, whatever it was. And I was like, Tough Skin? He said, yeah, you're going to be chopping me, ain't you? I said, yeah, but I'm going to chop harder now.
Hey, you do me like that. He'd say, man, only a couple chops. Oh, I'd light him up over time.
Yeah. He can take them, though. He don't like them, but he can take them.
I ran into Blade. I ran into Blade's brother, and he still talks about the time that I super kicked Blade right upside his head. He says that's the best super kick I've ever seen in my life. I said, you still remember that? He said, I'll never forget it for the rest of my life. He said, this big old 300 and something pound guy lifting his leg up at high and kicking my brother in the head.
He would be a good one to have on, him and Mike.
Yeah.
No blade. He can run that mouth pretty good. That's probably the best thing he had was his mouth.
Yeah, I like. He was, even though he was green when we first brought him in, he turned out to be a pretty good wrestler.
You know why, man? He was like the super mark. Like that's all he wanted to do was wrestle. And then he was already, like, he's older than me. He was already, full grown man when he started training. It's like, man, I can get the shot to live my dream right here. So he gave it all he had, buddy.
I could tell he was older. He's quite a bit older than all of us. I'm 46 today, and I know Mike should be about 49, almost 50 by now.
He should be about 50. Yeah, I'm 51. I'll be 52 in February.
Let's see, I'll be 47 in May. So, yeah, we ain't no spring chickens no more, brother.
No, they said you don't look 46. Paige did. Yeah, you don't, man. You look way younger than me. Of course, I just freshly dyed the beard. Can you tell?
Yeah. But yeah, you don't look 50, man. You really don't. Like as Papa would say, you carry age well.
Thank you. That was about 350 pounds. People used to say, you carry your weight well. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I was here. You carry it for a while then.
Yeah, here you go. Try something.
But yeah, it's been about 7 years since I've had surgery, and I've done real good with it and stuff. And I'm down to 245 pounds.
Are you still dropping?
Huh?
Are you still losing?
Yeah.
Weight?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a goal?
It was 250, but now that I reached the goal so fast, way faster than what I figured I would, I'm gonna shoot for about 200. If I could get down to that weight and stuff and maintain it, that would be the perfect weight for me.
You're taller than me, I believe. You're about 6 foot, ain't you?
Yeah, a little bit over 6 foot.
Yeah. I'm about 5'10". I used to be right at 6 foot, but so of course, when I was wrestling, I was 6'3". Work weight. I tell everybody on here, when I say I was 400 pounds and 6'5", I really wasn't 400 pounds. I wasn't 6 foot.
That's the way it goes. Like I watched Taker's 6 Feet Under podcast.
Yeah,
a lot. I think that's the name of it. And he says there's a lot of wrestlers that came on there that said the same thing. Man, I used to be 6'5", but now I'm like 6 foot tall from all the wrestlers and stuff. People don't realize how taxing that is on your body when you get into professional wrestling.
Oh my gosh! I mean, you take a 15-minute match, or 10 minutes. 10 minutes, it's about normal. 10-minute match. You're going to land with all your body weight and all the shock from your body weight. Even though we are professionals and knew how to land, you're still landing with all that body weight on your spine. And in a 10-minute match, you probably will do that 50 times.
Exactly.
25 to 50 anyway.
It amazes me now, brother, the way that the matches are set up, like in WWE. It's a constant, nonstop movement. Some of them kids, man, have to have some of the best conditioning ever to pull off the move now.
Yeah, my best move was rest hold.
Exactly, I was the same way.
Yeah, locked up, off the ropes, clothesline, rest hold.
Exactly.
I used to be around and say I put the rest in wrestling.
Yeah. I'd pull off them rest holds, man, like that too. Same way. And I'd have to tell them, slow down, kid. You're about to blow me up.
Yeah. The young ones are always the ones that try to, run you to death. But
they see these wrestlers now these days, and they want to try to emulate and be just like them. A good wrestler knows when to slow down the crowd, when to know to slow down everything, and when to make them pop.
Yeah. It's called, like reading the room. You read the crowd. You got
reading psychology, man.
Yeah. It's I I kind of miss it, man. It's been so long, but I still miss it.
I do too. My wife is a big wrestling fan. We watch every pay-per-view that comes on. She loves Jeff Hardy. That's one of her favorite wrestlers. She loves the old 80s wrestling too, just like I
My
do.
wife
The
loves that stuff. 80s.
Buffalo Express, Midnight Express,
That was,
Stan
that's when
Hansen.
wrestling was real.
Exactly. That's when it was Smash Mouth wrestling, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Now these days, it's all high flying stuff. That's what everybody wants to see is the wow factor. They don't want the storytelling and things like that. It blows my mind. But they're just moving with the times.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know how to even today, I believe, I could work one of them 18-year-olds, as long as they're in my weight class,
Yeah.
I could work an 18-year-old, and when they started speeding up real bad, I could give them the old, stretcheroo.
Exactly.
And give them a little lesson in wrestling.
Stretch them out real good, and they'll learn real quick.
Yeah. I worked 13 years. I've stretched 2 people the whole time. 2 people.
I know that I can remember of at least one person.
Yeah. Now stretch was different. Now I shot on one. Purple Haze.
Yeah, well, see, I wrestled Hayes too, and I shot on him also.
Yeah. I tried to knock his damn brains out his head.
Running that mouth, man, and I kept telling him, "You got 3 strikes and you're out." And on the 3rd one, I went in, double legged him, son, had him in the corner, and he rolled out and was cussing at me and saying, "Man, slow down, you're stiffing me." I said,
shit. I did it on purpose.
I said, "Shut your mouth up." I says, "I'm not going to tell you again." Because what he didn't realize, I was going to wait till he come outside, and I was going to bum rush his hind end, and he was going to get stomped into the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think nobody liked working him. I mean, he could work real good, man. He was just an asshole.
Yeah, he never knew when to shut his mouth up. I mean, I was fine with it, some ribbing and picking at me and stuff, but him just constantly running that mouth, man. "Oh, you should do this. You should do that. You should do this. You should do that. You shouldn't do this gimmick, man. You should be doing this gimmick." I told him, I said, "Dude, I'm shut your mouth. I'm tired of it."
Yep.
Mike even told him, says, "Jimmy fights like me. You better back off."
I remember after Walbright won, I think he'd won like 7 or 8. He won like his first 17, but he won 7 or 8 of his first fights there. He was 7 or 8-0, and he came in the locker room before one of the shows one night. And he said, "Jimbo," he said, "Are you still gonna put some of these turds over on me when I'm out here kicking people's ass?" I won't look right now, Mike. Yeah, he just
what? I followed you like every show that you put on back then when you was doing all the fighting championships and stuff.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm proud of you. You done great, man. You had some good fighters come in there. One of my favorite matches was with Wildbright and the big old tall dude, CJ McVeigh, I think it might have been his name.
Yeah. That's the first guy that ever beat him.
And yeah,
in jail for murder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, don't surprise me. That's a big old dude. Big old dude.
But they said he stabbed a guy. But CJ told me, well, he didn't tell me. He told somebody else that told me. But he's like, and this makes a lot of sense. He said, "You think I'd stab somebody? Like, I've been in the ring with the Sandman from the UFC, Bob Steins, Mike Walbright, all these guys. You think I'm going to stab somebody?" He said, "I'd have just beat the shit out of him." And the guy was telling me that he's like, he ain't had a point. I said, yeah, he's got a real good point.
Yeah.
But I think they got some kind of witness that says they saw it. So I don't know. It's still like he's still in the like he hadn't been to trial yet. It's been a couple of years. You know, it took Ernie's brother a long time to get to trial.
Yeah.
He was arrested in what, 13? And I think the trial was in 19.
Yeah, they've held him for a long time before they got his trial going.
Yeah.
But he dug himself a hole that he wasn't going to get out of. He sealed his fate.
Yep. Yeah. So what days and times do you normally go live from your channel?
Usually on Saturday nights, right around 9 o'clock.
9 p.m.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. We might let me know next time you go live, and we'll plan a big just bum rush to come in there and hang out and bring all the stand people and come and hang out for a little bit and move right on from your live, and we'll go right into my live whenever you get done.
Yeah, it sounds good, man.
On the weekends, we're usually 12:05. We'll call it after midnight. So
That sounds good.
Yeah, just let me know ahead of time, man. And I'll get everybody ready, and we'll have a big ATOT party. Now, what are you gonna do if they start calling you ATOT?
Huh?
What are you gonna do if they start calling you ATOT? ATOT?
I ain't worried about that. They're crazy. I've learned a long time ago, brother, not to pay attention to stupid people on the internet. All they're trying to do is get her out of them.
Yeah, that will bode you well, because I wish I'd have done it. I let these trolls. I wasn't ready for YouTube, man.
Yeah,
at all. And people told me, I just didn't listen.
Yeah, don't let your temper get to you, man. Don't let people bother you. I mean, there's
that's what they
trouble.
Want you to beat to death and act like an idiot.
They want you mad so that they can get a video, man. They can take a copy of your video and put it on the internet and say this and that and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I've had people ever since, I've been doing this on and off about 10 years. And there's always somebody hiding in the shadows that's got something to say. And it's all keyboard warriors. Everybody wants to hide behind a keyboard. And when you hide behind a keyboard, you can do and say whatever you want to someone.
Yeah, because there ain't no repercussions.
It's cowardly people, though. That's what you got to understand. They're cowards. They won't come and say it to you.
I've got this theory. I think a lot of these people who act, keyboard warriors who act like they're internet badass, that a lot of them, I would say most of them, probably were like Ernie and just bullied in school, were straight up weak.
Exactly.
And now that they got this internet, to screen them, keep them from actually getting whipped, they can say and do whatever they want. They can be a bully. Yep. I think a lot of them are doing just that.
Oh, yeah. A lot of them, I'd say at least 80% of them.
Yeah.
That's what's happened to them in the past.
Yep.
I mean, it don't take much to badmouth somebody from, behind a phone or a laptop or something like that. But you can bet, I'd bet money that they wouldn't say it to someone's face.
That's right. You stand right in front of me and look me in the eye and say it, I got a lot of respect. We still gonna fight, but I got a lot of respect.
Yeah, that's how you get some respect. Come and say it to my face, but saying it behind a keyboard, that don't bother me. That gives me a chuckle.
I had these two cucks. One of them from around the Chattanooga area. One from Colorado. The boy from Colorado, and I'm calling him a boy because he's definitely not a man. They flew in, drove up here to my neighborhood, and passed out.
That was stupid.
In people's mailboxes. Huh?
If you ever hear this, boys, that was stupid.
Yeah. So, yeah. I would love to have seen them, but they made sure to stay a step ahead of me and where I didn't run into them. They said they were going to be at the school board meeting. I went down to the school board meeting. They didn't show up. They're just a bunch of cowards, man.
Folks,
I've
let
been
me tell
married
you
to my mom
something.
since 1993. Be 32 years in January, and they want to call me a pedophile. Like, my wife's going to be 49 fucking years old. I ain't got no interest in nobody else, so how does that make me a pedophile? They want to say it's because of my first marriage. Where did you go to elementary school at?
Oh Lord, let's see. In the early years, I went to Hall, Cranks Creek, Elzo Guthrie, Hall again.
Damn,
So I've been to at least two schools in the county that have been closed down.
Yeah.
One being Cranks Creek and Elzo Guthrie. But
Hall's
and
closed
then
down too, ain't it?
huh?
Hall's closed down too, ain't it?
Yeah, it's been closed down for years. They've got what they call a challenge academy. It's for like underage kids that are getting in trouble and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a military challenge academy.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that was like a pretty good place for straightening out some troubled youngins.
It is.
Things about it.
They got some good staff members and stuff too.
Yeah. A lot of people from Harlem work there. Do they have people coming from out of town? Or?
They've got a lot of people from Harlan that work there. I don't know if they've got any people from out of town. They take in a lot of boys and girls from around, neighboring counties. If I ain't mistaken, maybe like the whole state.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe one of Thelma's friends had a nephew or something that was from up northern Kentucky, and I think he ended up going there.
My soon-to-be son-in-law he was in there a couple years back. Was getting in trouble in school and stuff, and then started doing things outside of school, and his mom and dad just decided, that was the best thing for him, and they sent him there. I had a cousin, I think it was her boy, was put in there, and I can say this for a fact: once these boys and these young ladies are sent to this place, they come back totally different. Respectful. I don't know what they do to the kids up there to get them to flip that switch in their mind to say, hey, I guess it is time for me to straighten up and live a better life and stay out of trouble and stuff.
Yeah.
This area, it's one of the best programs, I believe. And I really believe in the program.
Yeah.
It's one of the best programs around.
You know people who have had positive results.
Exactly.
Man, yeah, that's really an exciting thing, man. That'd be a good interview for a YouTube spot one night.
Oh yeah, I know someone who works out there, Dexter Day. He's a fellow ghost hunter of mine.
Oh yeah,
I'd love to be able to get in that building, man, in the elementary building, and just do like an investigation, because even to this day, there's talks that Hall Elementary's haunted, and it don't surprise me none at all.
You want to get Hall?
I'd love to go. Oh, I'd love to go there if I could get something set up, man, where I could get Dexter to bring his equipment, and then I'd bring my stuff. I'd love to go in there and do an investigation.
Yeah, I might be able to. Let me talk to a couple people. I might be able to. That's still owned by the Harlan County Schools, right?
No, I'm not. I don't think it's owned by Harlan County Schools. I think it's a separate entity that owns the building and stuff now. I'm not for sure.
I knew they sold the gym to Earl, but he passed away.
Yeah, sadly, Earl, he sure did. He passed away.
Yeah. Somebody post Jimmy's link. I believe Texas Honey's wanted. Thank you, Texas Honey.
Appreciate. Hey guys, I want to thank each and every one of y'all that has subscribed to my channel. You all are some awesome people. It's always great to have a good community around you when you have a channel on YouTube. Because without you guys, we couldn't do what we're doing now without having the encouragement and stuff that you give Jimbo and all that stuff. You guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. And we both appreciate each and every one of you.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, if it weren't for these people, I'd been gone from YouTube. You know.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. But this is like, it seriously is. We call it the Stan fam, but it really is, man. It's just like a one big family, man. It's, people want to help each other, and they do help each other. And like you see a lot of it publicly, and then there's a lot that we do off the books to help each other that nobody ever knows about. But yeah, these are good people here, man. Good people. And you're good people, man. I'm so tickled, man, that you showed up. Like,
I appreciate it, man. Like I said, it's good to get to talk to you.
Huh?
Yeah, it's good to get to talk to you again, man. It's been years since we got to sit down and talk a little bit about the good old days when we were getting our butts kicked in the ring.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that one night out at Hall. One of the only few times that I've actually juiced. I went, when I got done, I was like, because I thought there was a shower in there. And Earl said, no, that don't work. I was like, here I got blood everywhere, dude. I'm trying to clean it up, and that's in my contacts. I'm seeing red. And, you know, go home and do it. And then, so we stopped at the huddle house because we always did. I walked in there, and that woman in the huddle house like freaked dead out, like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." Lots of blood. If old schoolers be back there eating popcorn, what are you eating popcorn for? More salt, more blood.
Yeah, I've heard quite a bit wrestling and stuff. They take you a shot of Jack Daniels, help thin your blood out. Take you some couple baby aspirin, help thin your blood out.
Yep. I seen old Chuck Lee he works at a gas station up here. I bumped into him.
Really?
Yeah. He's still big, man. He still works out all the time.
I say he does, man. That was a big old dude.
Hell yeah.
Big old dude, man, I'm telling you. I wonder whatever happened to JD Biggs.
I think he lives in Middleborough. But yeah, he's still around. He's on you know his real name?
No, I don't. I never did know his real name.
I'll send it to you. Yeah, just look him up on Facebook, man. He's I'll send you his real name. He rides his motorcycle all the time. About all he does, I guess. All I ever see, you know, from what I see. Every now and then he'll shoot me a text or a message, you know, "How you doing, buddy?" Pretty good, you know, we'll back and forth a couple times, but you know, people's got so much stuff to do, man, when you get older. I never was told all this stuff, or I wouldn't have never grown old. I just stayed
You ain't kidding, man. Me either, brother. It's like it seems to me every time I get up every morning, there's something different popping on me.
Yeah, I can't like straighten my elbow out without it popping. I get up, my knees pop, over my back and neck. I wish they pop. Now, when you getting that heavy, did you ever have back trouble?
Oh yeah, man. I've you know, I've got herniated disc and stuff, compression from carrying all that weight and stuff for so long. It did some damage to my back and stuff. You know, I'm trying to push off surgery for as long as I can.
Yeah. If you can walk pain-free, you know, when I say pain-free, I mean not always in excruciating pain. I'd say, you know, put it off. I got so bad, man. I was well, it was before I ever met you. No, I was 96. I had my first surgery. Yeah, it was before I met you. Met you around 2001, right? So in
Yeah.
90, I had my first surgery in 96. I was 23 years old. Had a triple dissection.
Wow.
Yep. So all those wrestling events we had, I always had a bad back.
You're crazy, brother.
Yeah, I was, and I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. But
I mean, man, once you get
do it
that
again,
in your blood,
platitudes.
oh yeah, I'm the same way. That's what I tell Shell, my wife, all the time. Honey, if I was able to do it, we'd be hitting the road every weekend. I'd be at a show doing at working. I loved it, man.
Don't you wish you had your maturity and intelligence back then that you have now?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, who's the one guy, if you were in your prime, that we knew, that we wrestled in that circle, that you would if you could go back to those times, you would not get in the ring with him, because besides Mad Hillbilly.
Yeah, that's one guy right there. Let's see. You making me think now, Jimbo. You're making my head hurt. Let me see. I don't know, man. That's hard to say. There was a couple kids over in Manchester. I wrestled over there quite a bit. There was a
Bright
couple kids
Springs.
over there, yeah, that were early in wrestling, and that if I had the choice, I wouldn't have gotten in the ring with.
Yeah.
Because they were just waiting to get themselves hurt or hurt somebody else.
Yeah. That's the one thing I was trying to tell everybody. Like when you get in the wrestling ring, like if I got in the ring with you, I'm telling you, here, Jimmy, here's my life. It's in your hands.
And that's what it takes to put on a show. We're taking bumps, folks. We're not doing this like on a trampoline or a soft mattress. This is OSB, chipboard, whatever you want to call it, plywood, 2x4s.
I know you loved my wooden ring, didn't you? That was as stiff as the floor.
I would say I have been in a stiffer ring before. Over in Manchester, when I wrestled over there, me and Roger and Daniel would go over there quite a bit and wrestle and work and do shows. That was straight up like 6x8s and 2x4s and plywood.
Whoa.
Eventually, they had somebody to rework the ring, and actually it had give with it, and then it was like working on a trampoline. Then I loved working on it, but that was probably the stiffest ring that I've ever worked in.
The easiest bump ring I've ever worked in was Kenny Wayne's.
Exactly. That thing, when you took a bump in it, if you didn't land flat on your back and stuff, that thing would put you back up on your feet. It had such a bounce on it.
Yep. I've seen people take a bump and bounce up on their feet on that ring.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, there was I can't think of the dude's name. Oh, Bubba Hutton, big old guy.
I know Big Bubba Hutton. Yeah.
Bubba clotheslined me one night. I told him to give me a clothesline. I said, "Take my head off." He said, "What?" I said, "Give me a clothesline. Take my head off." And he hit me so hard. He said, "If I hadn't went down with you and held you down," he said, "you was going to pop up on your neck." I'd bump so hard because I wanted it to look good. He was a big guy. He was a good heel. I wanted him to get some heat.
Yeah.
But he shook his head. I said, "Man, I'm fine." I said, "I took that bump." I said, "I took him on my head." And I said, "Dude, I've been through so many chairs, tables, head first, getting hit with anything that you can think of. When we was working the PCW shows, when I first got up with you, we had like a garbage can or a buggy one, I can't remember, that had all kinds of stuff in it. Kendo sticks.
It was it was one of them old buggies from AP&P, or what was it called over there? A&P. I believe it was an A&P buggy, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was, I mean, they was chairs. If I'm mistaken, there was a baseball bat or two in that thing.
I believe there was, yeah.
But we used that for the longest time, and I don't know. It was crazy. We done some crazy things to ourselves. We're all paying for it now.
Yeah, yeah. But I tell you what, we did all that stuff to our bodies physically, and we're here. We crippled up, but we're here. A lot of them,
Exactly.
a lot of guys our age ain't here no more because they went down the wrong path.
Yeah.
So, and that's a dangerous part of the region down there in the deep part of the mountains.
Oh yeah.
So, and like you said, your soon-to-be son-in-law got straightened out at that place. That place is helps people, and just don't realize how much it helps. You know, a kid goes in there troubled, and they're living in Harlan in trouble. You know, it's hard to come out of it. But yeah, that's what they can help people come out of that. That's awesome.
And you know, a lot of people that talk about Harlan and stuff, they want, the first thing they want to say, well, Harlan's drug problem is bad. Yes, Harlan's drug problem is bad, but if you really think about it and watch the news on that stuff,
yeah,
Harlan is just like every other place. There's drugs everywhere.
it's
Be just
bad everywhere.
It might be a little worse here in Harlan, but it's everywhere, folks.
I mean, you're thinking the population, you know, that's why it sticks out so much. Because everybody knows. And then, you know, not technically, but everybody knows everybody. So everybody knows who's a drug addict, who's struggling, or who's a drug dealer, or who's struggling. You know? Have I ever sold drugs to you?
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, Ernie's painting me as a big drug dealer, too. I'm like, I must be the worst drug dealer. I ain't got no damn money.
I know he has give you down the road, brother. But think about this also. He's schizophrenic.
He is.
And I am bipolar. I know what I'm talking about here. He needs good help. He needs to see a counselor at least once a week, and somebody that's going to help him. If he comes back to Harlan, he's not going to get nobody to help him, because as far as I understand, he's burned a lot of bridges in Harlan.
Oh yeah.
And when he was talking about how the sheriff's office here in Harlan and stuff was backing him up or something in that video you was playing, was it last night or the other night? I know he knew the Brewer boys.
Yeah.
He knew them real good.
Yep.
But Chris is not Chris, and I hope, and I can say this. I know Chris real good. Him and his brother TJ, Tony, their mommy. I loved them all. Went to church with them for years. Chris is not going to put his job that he has gotten from the people of Harlan County voting him into office on the line for Ernie.
No, he wouldn't. No.
So
Chris, for one, is a man of integrity.
He sure is.
Faith, and like you said, also besides that, that's his family's. That's what feeds his family. Is his job.
Exactly.
He's not going to ruin his integrity for Ernie.
And you know, I don't know. I hate to see people that have mental health issues do things the way that they do because they hurt their family, their friends, people that they considered friends and stuff like that, because it's literally all in their head.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm on a great therapy with medicine. I see a counselor when I need to see a counselor to talk about problems, whether I'm having anxiety issues or I'm depressed and things like that. That's what a lot of people that have mental health issues neglect. They won't talk to someone about their problems.
Yep.
And it's usually those that are like Skern there that has been off his medicine for so long that you could really say, hey, it's not his fault because of the fact that it's all in his head. But we all know the way the saying goes: do unto others as you have them do unto you.
Yeah.
You would think that he wouldn't burn so many bridges as he has, and
Yeah.
things like that for people.
Well, you know, he gets medicine, but he don't take it right, and he don't like the way it makes him feel. But it makes him act normal, or you know, quote unquote normal. But he don't want to feel that way. He would rather be able to hop around and hop up and sleep 2 hours.
I believe it's because he's been without the medicine so long that that's his normal to him. But it's not. He needs to be on medicine and stuff. He needs to see a counselor. He needs to see a therapist and things like that. That way he can stay normal to everyday people and not start seeing purple elephants out in the yard or penguins like Billy Madison.
Ernie sees Shelby, and if you'll notice, every time he goes nuts, that's what he says. Shelby gonna shoot me. He always brings up Shelby when he starts going down the road, hollering crazy things. I got a little clip up here.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that poor old boy will fight at the drop of a hat, but every time I've seen him get in a fight, he gets his little butt handed to him.
Ernie?
Yep.
Oh man, I forgot about that. And I don't think I've ever even mentioned this on the channel, but since you brought that up, do you remember, or were you around when old Matt Miller put him to sleep out there at Walmart and dropped him? Like he put him in the rear naked television. Ernie went telling everybody that he was might have some feedback coming. Ernie went telling everybody he was he broke his neck. Broke his neck.
Lord have mercy. That's a schizophrenic person for you, man. It's a revolving door of lies when people that are schizophrenic. And I can say this because I've got a cousin that takes medicine that is schizophrenic. And I've literally at times when I was younger had to hold him down long enough for his dad, my uncle, to call the cops, come and get him and take him to the hospital.
Wow.
I've seen him at his best times and I've seen him at his worst times. And if they don't take their medicine correctly, it's it's just all in their head. They see things, they see people that's not there, and it's sad, man. But I hope that Ernie, I don't care for the boy, to be honest, but as a person and as a so-called Christian, I have to love everybody. And I hope he does get some help and stay on his medicine and stuff and straighten his life up. When he started this bounty hunter crap, what is this all about? See, I've only watched a couple videos of him where he's wearing like a vest and and all this
Well, he
stuff.
went and got a license as a bail bondsman. He filled out paperwork and all that stuff. I don't know anybody that's actually seen him arrest him. But my audio is really bad. I'm gonna put this. I'll put the little video on here. I don't know if you've seen it.
All
But
right.
it's Ernie using his lies about bounty hunter talking to his scorned lover.
Love and Grace, Waverly Hills. I've been there a couple times. Real straight.
She's nearby. She's nearby Harlan. And she does paranormal.
Hey, awesome.
Let's see. So I'm gonna leave panel, but I'll come right back. Okay.
All right. Go ahead, brother.
Just pick which one's best.
I'm
Huh?
gonna be doing some investigations here for too long. Love and
Yeah.
Grace, if you're near the area and you would like to come and hang out and do some things, send me your info and I'll get up with you.
That'd be cool. All right, I'm gonna play this video and I'll come right back.
All righty.
I mean, you're law enforcement. You tell me.
I already told you.
But anyways, all that I'm saying is that
I thought you said I didn't have nothing to do with law enforcement.
I mean, all I'm saying is that you're too fucking funny.
You're funny. You really are.
I mean, you really are. I mean, you're hilarious. I mean, you're too fucking funny. I mean, the way that you're way.
I'm good, Eric. I'm good at what I do.
No, you're not, because you're.
That's why I've got over 1,156 arrests under me. I'm very good.
See, it can't just be a regular lie. 1,156 arrests. I don't think I have my audio.
That's crazy. 1,156 arrests. Lord. I don't think he has been in it long enough to have that many arrests.
No. He ain't ever arrested nobody.
So he basically was just wanted to wear the outfit and pretend.
I think he rides along with a bunch of them, befriended a bunch of them. Like over the years, every time I've been with him and he walked past a cop or a celebrity of any kind, or first responder of any kind, he wants to take a selfie with him. Picture with a cop car. Well, later on, he starts using that stuff for LARPing, live action role play.
There you go. That's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
Live action role playing. That's what it seems like he is to me. He wants to be so bad, but he's burned them bridges, man. Nobody wants to have anything to do with him anymore.
Yeah. Is that better, anybody? Can y'all still hear me? Or is it still underwater sound? Now. Can you hear me?
Test. Yeah, I can hear me bleed through a little bit.
Worse? All right. Well, here, try this. Tell them a story. Don't tell nothing about me. Tell them a story, and I'm going to reboot and come back.
All right.
All right. I'll be right back.
Hey guys, let me share a story real quick with you all about what actually got me into the paranormal. I was 16-year old, and there is an area here in Harlan that is called Wallens. And I had a girlfriend that lived up in there. In that area, Wallens itself used to be a big coal camp. Coal camp is where a lot of houses was set near a coal mine, and the coal miners themselves would rent from the coal companies these shacks, sometimes nice homes. They were built back then to stand. So I'm visiting her, and she lived in one of these old 2-story houses up there. Me and her were sitting out on the porch. We were just chilling, and it'd been about a week, her mom and dad, and even her, kept telling me her house was haunted. Of course, I didn't believe in that stuff at the time, so I would just tell her, hey, you're full of crap. Prove it to me. And she said, well, I'm going to tell you this. She says, if you come in the house and you tell them that you don't believe in them, something's going to happen. I didn't believe her. So the first thing I did when I was upstairs, I just screamed out, I don't believe in ghosts. That is the worst thing I ever done in my life. Will say something like that. Even though beforehand, years before that, I'd have little instances where I was seeing people and people were disappearing. And I would ask whoever was around me, did you see that person, and things like that? And they would tell me no. And then I would look back in and they would be gone. And usually there was a story that I would uncover about someone that lived in this area or whatever that had passed away. But we're upstairs. She had one of these old swaying recliner type, the old cast iron ones that were real heavy, that would rock back and forth. We're sitting up there. I've got my feet up on the banister, just a chilling. Now we're up on the second story where her bedroom's at, the balcony off her bedroom. There's no way to get up there unless you go in the house and go upstairs to get out there to where we were at. Throughout our conversations and things that we were having, I kept feeling something brush up against my leg. And she had this big, heavy, old school door on her balcony door. And this is a co-camp house. They were made out of solid wood. They didn't have no give to them at all. And then an old school screen door with a big old long spring that would pull the door back when you opened it up. It always made that crazy slapping sound. I'm sure there's a lot of you have been around your grandparents and stuff, maybe have had an old school screen door like that. I kept feeling something brush up against my leg, and I bend over midway through the conversation and was trying to feel. And the first thing popped in my mind is the kittens that were downstairs got upstairs and were up underneath the glider. Well, we keep talking and talking, and I keep feeling it. And I had on blue jeans, and the big bag. I always wore the baggy blue jeans. I hated wearing tight blue jeans back then. So I finally get fed up and I stand up. And she says, what are you doing? I said, I keep feeling one of the cats rub up against my leg. And I was looking down underneath there and I didn't see nothing. I raised back up and was looking around the whole balcony. And she said, Jimmy, she said, the cats can't get up here. There's no way for them to get up here. And then I was like, okay. So I sat back down. And then it crossed my mind, of course, they can't get up here. They would have to come in the house, and Tommy, her dad, would have stopped them before they even hit the stairs. It happens again, folks. This time I stand straight up. When I stood up, I noticed the screen door opened up about an inch and then closed. And while I'm staring at the screen door in astonishment because it opened up a second time and it got a little bit wider, I feel something on my leg again. Now I'm standing in front of the door, and when I look down, I see my blue jeans. The jeans that I had on were moving like somebody was grabbing me with the hand right around where my calf muscle was at. When that happened, I looked back up at the screen door. By this time, the screen door was wide open, and she's laughing. She's chuckling, and it slams. When it did, I didn't take time to open the screen door back up, folks. I ran right straight through the screen door. I had to go buy a piece of screen to go back on the screen door. And I get down to the top of the bottom of the steps, and I kind of like rode. And her mom was sitting in a recliner right in front of the area where I rode down the steps, and she's cackling because she knew by then what was going on. She's laughing. She looked at me. She says, and I'm laying there on my back, looking right straight up at her. She says, "Did you finally meet our friendly neighborhood ghost that we've got here?" I jumped up and I took off and I ran right outside and stood out there. It took a little bit, about 20, 30 minutes for me to calm down. I went back upstairs. I looked all over that balcony. Downstairs, I looked up underneath. There was no way that the things that happened in that house, and there's other instances. I've even seen orbs in the corner and stuff that I tried to debunk and things like that. Shadows in the bedrooms upstairs. You would see the bathroom light downstairs would come on and the door would lock. And we would fight with it for hours to finally get it open and open it up, and nobody in there. Furniture would move on its own all the time, but that instance right there is what got me into looking more into the paranormal. And then when Ghost Hunters came out, of course, I went down the rabbit hole. I was getting into every paranormal book I could get my hands on, and I was studying psychology and things like that. And that's where I am today. But yeah, it's crazy that night that I seen all those things going on in front of me, and actually feeling something grab my leg and brush up against my leg and things like that. So there's things out there that we don't understand when it comes to the paranormal, but believe me, there's bad things out there too. Just be aware of what you get yourself into. I'm not going to go into it tonight, brother, but I have seen some crazy things in my day.
I bet. Like I still sound like I'm muffled.
All right, brother, it's getting kind of late. It's almost my bedtime. But I appreciate you letting me come on the show, man. We'll do something again one night here on your channel if you want to, and have a 80s and 90s wrestling thing.
I think I got you on Facebook, don't
I? Yeah, you should. If you don't, I'll look you up and I'll send you a friend request.
You live Wallen area?
Yeah, Cold Iron.
Right.
Should be Jimbo.
Yeah, I see it here.
I've got another one on there. Like a lot of people, I've got another one on there, but Jim Blanton is the one that I use now.
JIM?
Yep.
That ain't the one. Then. Hang on. Look the wrong one. I'll look you up here in a little bit. I'll get you on there, and I'll send you some messages. We'll set something up, man.
Yeah.
Maybe you and Loving Grace can do something one night. We can go live stream your channel and my channel tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. I'm telling you. I mean, in the YouTube game, I have got a close, tight-knit group of friends because the communities that I'm in are cutthroat, people lie and stuff. It's awful, man. Just YouTube in general.
Well, it's the same here.
When you get a good group of people, keep them tight.
Yeah.
Keep them tight, because it's hard to find good people these days. And I can already tell you got a great group, a great bunch of people behind you. Awesome folks. Like I said, I'm very appreciative of them coming to my channel and subscribing and stuff. And hopefully I'll have some videos and stuff coming up this year that everybody can enjoy with their family and things like that. No, I wish I did. Mike had some at one point in time. He had the whole, about every one that was videoed. And he asked me one time how much it would cost to put them on CD. And at the time, it was going to be kind of steep. But I'd love to get my hands on some of those videos and stuff, man, and just sit down
Me
and
too.
go through them and get some videos and stuff to put up on the channels and things like that of all of us wrestling and stuff.
That'd be awesome. Well, all right, brother. I'm gonna let you get some rest. Here we might close up here in a little bit ourselves. It's great to have you on, man. Holler at me.
It's awesome coming on, man. It's like I said, it's been awesome to talk to you. And
Yeah, man. It's always good to catch up on old times, man. And hey,
sure is. But
a lot of
I'll
people
see
don't know
you.
you. When you introduced yourself, you told me your name was Jimbo.
Yeah. Well, that's what I went by for the longest time. Is Jimbo. And but yeah, it's been good talking to you, man, and I look forward to doing some collabs and stuff with you and us having some fun and doing some serious stuff together and things. So
Yeah, man. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Hell, I might ride down there and have lunch with you one day.
hey, that sounds like a plan, man. Sounds like a plan. Folks, I thank you all so much. I'll see you all later. Brother, be good. Tell Miss Thelma I said hi.
I will.
All right, brother. See y'all later.
Good night, bro. All right, there's Jimmy. He's a good kid. He's good. When I say kid, he's younger than me. You know, so a good 40-some-year-old kid. But he's a good man. He's a good guy. I've always liked Jimmy and thought highly of him. And he was very, very athletic for a man that was big. And you know, he was big. You heard him say he was at one point got up over 500 pounds. Now he was a little over half that when he was wrestling, but I'm telling you, him and he brought up JD Biggs, people their size and the size I was weren't supposed to move the way we moved. And our bodies are paying for it now. Blue Moon of Kentucky, it is so good to see you, my dear friend. I am so glad to see you pop up there. Member for 31 months. That's a wow right there. That's a W-O-W. I love and miss you guys. Hope to get back soon. We love you too, Blue Moon. We'd love to see you. Oh, yeah. I think it'd be cool to watch a little paranormal. Now, see, I'm not really into that. I'll sit and watch it sometimes when I see it, but I'm not really into that. But if I know people that are doing it, I'm into that. You know, I'd love to see it. So, yeah, I'd be really interested in seeing some stuff like that. So I'm going to check out Jimmy's channel tonight. If y'all ain't checked it out, check it out. Appalachian Trail of Terror. So, yeah, you guys. Only bad thing is you guys got to hear some stories that you didn't know where it's coming from. What are they talking about? It's just two old buddies having fun talking. Now, see, that's somebody from Harlan that knows me and has known me since at least as long as I've known Ernie. So, yeah, and he's a very credible person. Unlike, you know, the family that, well, the Shells. I'll just say it. Mystery Sky said, I love watching paranormal. I seen somebody ask where Kemper was. I know he's worn slap out. He told me he didn't know. Let me tell y'all what he said to me here. He didn't know for sure if he's gonna make it tonight. He was awful tired. He said, I said, you feel like getting online with me tonight? He said, if I get out of here on time. And that was pretty late when I sent that. You know, it was going on 11 o'clock. So he said they've been really busy today. So I don't think he's even seen my response. Let me see. He ain't even seen. Yeah, he did. But yeah, he's just a hard worker, guys. That's all it is. Thank you all for subscribing to his channel. I'm gonna aggravate him on Facebook now. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, I'm just kidding. I have an unused. Oh my goodness! Hang on a second. I found something earlier. I don't know if it's still here. One of the kids might have got it and thrown it away. There it is. Now, I'm just going to show this. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. But this thing right here, well, it's worth a lot of money. Hey, Ringy Dingy. Hey, let's all show up at his next live stream and really blow the doors off. Show him how much we appreciate him coming over here. But anyway, this right here, I mean, I don't know how else to say it other than it's a collector's item. This is the last one known to be in existence. So I would say it's worth at least $1 million. At least. So let me get my little soundbite out because, that's definitely worth that. Let's see here.
$1 million.
Yeah, $1 million. So let me ask y'all something. Now, you guys could hear him fine, but I was muffled. Now that he's gone, am I still muffled? Put a 1 in the chat if I am not still muffled. Because it might be something going on with StreamYard. But anyway, this thing right here is worth at least $1 million. This is an Ernie Shell dog tag. The tiger himself. There he is. Same thing on both sides. So there. The flames up behind him, the tiger up behind him. I mean, whoever gets this thing, you're going to be making some big money. Big money. Maybe I should take this up there and give this to his cellmate. Y'all ever heard old Cletus T sing, she thinks my cellmate's sexy? Or is it my cellmate thinks I'm sexy? Either way, funny. What do you mean, Queen? That's a big money item right there. That's a big money item. Watch. You're slowly falling asleep. You're slowly beginning to believe that Ernest Macus Shell is not a thief, a liar, a con man, killer inside. Hockey mask scammer. Bum, bum, bum. Just kidding. Wake up. Wake up. You're loose. Let you loose. Sorry. Alrighty. Cursed Kim Louise. Come on. Let me look at the starred comments. I have not missed any tonight. Yay for me. Proud of me. So I did get the new intro up and the new outro. Did you guys hear that? I'm playing around with it a little bit. I still got the other one. I better pray over and have it anointed. I know, right? Yeah. It's been exorcised or whatever. Yeah. It's had an exorcism. What is it? Nana Kim won't let you? What's Nana Kim doing? She's going to get that for her mom for Christmas. That's a good gift. That would be a good gift. Is your mom an Ernie fan, per se? You didn't see it, Ringy Dingy? Yeah, just send the holy water on over, you know. We'll fix her up. Yeah. Hey, it was a little bit kind of a different kind of show tonight. Hope y'all kind of enjoyed it. I'm sorry that, we didn't interact a whole lot with chat. We tried to a little bit. I did. And Jimmy answered some questions too. It wasn't what we had scheduled. So I'm going to, I already changed the name of the live. I'm going to change the, all this stuff. I'm going to go in and put a link to Jimmy's channel on the description. Can I have it so I can melt it down and make a cross out of it? Maybe it'd have some purpose. That would be cool. That would be cool if you could melt that down and make it. You guys enjoyed it? Awesome. Thank you. I'm telling you, if we can get old Mike Walbright to come on here one night, me and Mike and Jimmy and maybe one more old wrestler that's been around for a long time. Hey, Bullets, you guys would really have some fun because we'd make fun of each other and everything. Pitbull Mama, I think I did. Let me check. This the one, Pitbull Mama, member for 21 months. Love my Stan fam. Thank you for all the prayers. I think I highlighted it, but I didn't read it earlier. But yes, ma'am. And we're going to keep those prayers up. You guys keep Pitbull Mama and her husband in your prayers, their family in your prayers. Also, there's a couple other people that are trying to work some stuff out where they can help Pitbull Mama and her husband. I'm not going to tell you how. I'm not going to tell you what or why, but it has nothing to do with money. Just pray that somebody is able to. I would love to be able to help. So just keep that in mind and pray. It all works out. Miss Thelma's doing really well. She's come in here a couple times tonight. So she was mad earlier. Our dryer blew up. So called the guy we bought the dryer off. Ironically, his name is Jimbo. He lives in Corbin, though, not Harlan. But anyway, I called him, and he said, I can come up there and fix that for you in 3 minutes. But it costs $125 for me to come out and do some work at somebody's house. He said, so I'm going to tell you what to do. He said, I'm not going to forget them no-bake cookies. He said, just put fuse in. So he told us, come down there and get the fuse. We went in there and got the fuse. Hunter put it in, and boom, 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 boom. Worked in the Hunter. I don't feel like doing them no-bakes now. I'm just kidding. I'll be in there in a minute. We've had streams all day or all week. I've been trying to come in every now and then. The one you did with Lazarus was awesome. I'll go back and check that one out. Prayers for Love and Grace's family to get through the mother-in-law's funeral on Thursday or Tuesday. She finally succumbed. She fought a long battle, didn't she, Love and Grace? That's right. Mama ain't happy. Nobody happy. Have you heard that video clip of Thelma Markella? It's a funny one. Hang on a second. I'll see if I can find it right quick. It is a goodie. Mama ain't happy. Ain't nobody happy. I rule this house, she said. She let me know, son. You better put that up or I'm going to smack you around. I should have been like all these pussies on the internet and said, I'm going to go tell your probation officer. I'm going to get your ass in trouble. Well, damn, I put out that many kind of videos. I've been busier putting out videos than I thought. Oh, hell, I'm looking at live. Sorry. There's a shitload of lives. I can't see chat right now, but I'm coming right now. Just a minute. Just a minute. Well, here, y'all watch this one while I look this one up. Yeah, everybody's getting sued all the time. I have that t-shirt my kids bought me years ago, and I still have it. That's cool. Play, let's see. Here's you another old video. I think old, but
Oh, hell. He's seen us. Shit, he's seen us. Jim Bob seen us looking at him. We gotta hide. I ain't scared of Jim Bob. I'm going back. Hell, wait on me. I'm coming. I'm about too old for this shit.
I'm not too old for this yet. I still ain't found Mama's video. Hope she didn't delete it. No, she can't delete it. Well, hell. Oh, well, no, that's a different video. All right. I have to give up on that because I ain't going to find it. Not tonight. But I will. I just saw it on my phone earlier. You've been tardy all night. You laid the cushion string with grade 2. I missed that one too. Damn. Now I'll be able to watch a little stuff while I'm laying in bed tonight. Absolutely, I'll play Kim Coal Miner's Daughter for Kim Louise. You want to hear the original version? You pick the version. I'll look it up and we'll play it. So I was born to be a coal miner's daughter. In a cabin on a hill in Butcher Holler. We were poor, but we had love. That's the one thing Daddy made sure of. Good night, Mystery Sky. Stan Fam loves you. Lori Lynn version. All right, give me 1 second. Found it. All right, here we go. Let's put it behind the wall. That way, just in case, you know, if it's just the music, I can. Jimbo played Anakim, True Blue. I got you. I'm going to play it right now. Holidays are always busy for you. Yeah, I bet they are, Bullets. All right, here we go. Let's do. There we go. All right. most famous and most played songs of all time. Coal Miner's Daughter by Loretta Lynn. It is a great song. Loretta Lynn had a lot of great songs, y'all. Oh, wow. We saw her at Kaywood High School many years ago. Stan, my mommy has a picture of them two together. That is so cool. That is so, so cool. You're welcome, Nana Kim. You're welcome, Kim Louise. Pink Bolo. Listen, we try to make everybody happy. Except Ernie. Oh, and Mammoth. Listen, y'all. Listen. Tomorrow, I might even post them tonight. But there are going to be some hurt feelings. You should hear videos Mama T and others 11 and 12 months ago about their hero, their tiger, who's getting bullied, stalked, and harassed. You should hear it. It's good stuff. I'm going to splice it up and put them together with what they're talking now and what they're saying then. It's going to be fun, fun, fun till Daddy takes her T-bird away. All right, y'all, listen up. I hope Kemper's feeling better tomorrow night. Well, not that he's feeling bad, but hope he gets some rest, and maybe we'll be able to come live tomorrow night. We usually don't go live on Saturday, but if Kemper wants to, I will oblige him, and we'll go live and hang out with y'all tomorrow night. If not, it'll be Monday. But either way, I'm Jimbo. I'm coming to you live from the
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change.
Please help me, Facebook.
I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough.
I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you would shut the fuck up real bad.
The girl put a wig on, dressed up like my mother, and seduced my father while he was drunk.
I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you
there's a hurricane.
Crack your holder too.
Where? Is it in Kentucky?
Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
I've got $20 in my fucking name. Just trying to get by, man. I hate asking anybody for a damn thing. I'm stuck. I don't know what else to do. So I need some help. I ain't got no work to do. I gotta do something. I think she's got to do this right here. Watch them first.
I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
You remember they said it's supposed to say official in the little seal, right? Obviously, they're idiots. It doesn't. It says official or official, right?